Hi, it's Etharal here, and today I'm going to try out a new game for Crusader Kings 2 with the Middle-earth project. Now, I am going to be putting my Warhammer 1 on hold at the minute. I will just make a quick mention of that, as I have been playing as the Wood Elves for that. The problem that I have had with that one, though, is because Wood Elves are basically, in effect, in that game are immortal, things move so incredibly slowly for them in sort of that sort of game, because alliances don't really change, because alliances are done by marriages, which obviously they don't die. You don't get a lot of children who don't allow any sort of new marriages. There's really not a lot going on, so it does get very, very slow. Which, I mean, with that one, I've decided, you know what, I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna go and try and play inside of the actual oh, what's that there? The Barrow Downs. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I am going to actually try and play inside of Middle-earth Project. I've been playing around with this quite a little bit, and you know what, had some, I mean, pretty interesting times with it, really, there. It's got some nice little mechanics, and we are going to give it a go of trying to, go for some stuff here. There's a lot of things going on in this one. I'm going to just sort of talk you through how this map's set up. I mean, we're going to play in the War of the Ring era, and there is different ones. There's here the Kingdom of the Dunedain in sort of the 4th Age, with, Sauron having been defeated. The Riddermark there, as you can see, is still very much the same as it always was. You've got the Kinstrife, which is sort of the splitting of Angmar and Arnor. Yes, and Arnor. Angmar, there you can see, is a lot sort of stronger. The Shire doesn't yet exist. And then you've got the Fall of Arnor, which is where, you've got here a lot of places which are sort of empires, which are basically going to be breaking down over sort of the near future. Then you've got the Last Alliance. So you've got the Kingdom of Dunedain, which is Gondor and all of Arnor all unified under, that's the question, Elendil. Yes, so Elendil, and then Isildur. You've got Mordor at its height. This is really when things are major, sort of thing. So, these here, you've got a lot going on in this one. You don't have Rohan, which is formed yet. Rohan is always probably one of my favourite of the men, but I'm not going to go as them just yet. I'm thinking what we're going to do is we may play as, I'm 63 between Dane and Brand, and I want to go for one of the men. So actually, I think we are going to go for Dane. No, not Dane. Brand. We're going to try out some humans and see if we can't, expand as the men of Lake Town. So let's start this game. Leave that all, as is, sort of thing. And then we will have a look and see exactly what it is that Lake Town looks like and how it exactly works. So, right, Crusader Kings, next over that. So, you're playing as a barding Northman, no special features for that. They have a feudal government, priest temples, yep, all that sort of stuff is all fine. Middle-earth Project, take me to the index, close this window, I want to play the game. Right, so, here is Brand. He has son Prince Bard, who is on, the good side, certainly. He is now quite old, so, I mean, I'm not too worried about that. It's more going to be about arranging for my guy to have maybe, what would be brilliant would be an elven bride. Not very likely, I'm aware, but you know what? Let's have a look and see if we can't do that. It's the Elves of Mirkwood. What are you? You are not an elf. That's a shame, because if we could get somebody who's half elven, that would be brilliant. It's probably not going to happen. Here you can see all the spiders. Right. So what I'm trying to do basically is I'm ideally trying to find somebody who is in the court. You are, wow, 5,000. For you are Arwen. Probably couldn't arrange a marriage between her and anybody. Yeah, no, we couldn't. Which is a shame, because it'd be really nice if we could get them to be half elven. would mean, of course, the whole plan of, our people living long, living too long would kind of happen. Who are you? You are somebody who doesn't really seem to be of anything. Right. Erebor, though, you are the dwarves. What can they do? They must have 6,000 men. And you... Right, where is our capital? That is the question. And there is our capital. Oh, great palace. So let's see, what can we do in terms of arranging that? Well, you are the Countess of where? Down here in Rohan. I wonder, actually. Who are you? Grimbold. Where on earth is... Ah, there is Edoras. So Edoras. Theodred is still alive, actually. And let's see, can we get sister? What was it? Where is it? Eomer and Eowyn. Arrange a marriage between her and my son. Would they accept that? No, because political concerns. And yeah, really not all that good. Even though at the minute, she's not really going to inherit or anything like that. You know what? That's fine. We will arrange marriage with... It's organized by stewardship, actually. So this person is attractive. This person is temperate and attractive. Great merchant. So this one would be really good. But 35. So actually, I think you are going to be a better choice for my son for the minute. So he's 28, she's 20, they've got plenty of time. Do that, yep. And who are you? You are... Right, well, that's actually, you're pretty good there, to be fair. Right, so that was all fine there. Now let's pick an ambition, become exalted, achieve spiritual benevolence. Let's become exalted, yes. Let's aim for family, yes, and then let's aim for you, actually. Yes, what would we take? We would take -100 for a countess, so we are going to take a big influence hit here. We stand on the brink. Sauron is, raising all of his men. You're a member of the Free People. Yep, that's all great. See what we do with our great palace. Can we upgrade anything? The answer to that is no, we can't. Right, what is that? Gain gold, gain influence, definitely gain influence. What about our son? Our son, seclusion in the court. Not too much of a problem there. We are going to set that as our crown focus. So set Gale as that, get rid of that one. Idle council members. Right, so we're going to start off with this one. So claim ancient artifacts, search for ancient artifacts in Gale. So you're going to do that. You're going to study technology if you can. No. Then you are power increase. So you're going to scheme to protect us in our capital. You are going to train troops so we can get more men. And we are going to leave you and you are going to fabricate claims. You are going to fabricate a claim on there. And then we are going to declare war on this to claim Borstead. Alright, no we aren't because we don't have enough influence. So must not seize that and must have influence over 250. So it costs us 250 just to claim some wilderness. Rishi regarding your marshal, it seems that he is using... He has forfeited his position. I will deal with this later. Right. That's not good. Right. You. I can't really think about that too much. So designate regent. Let's start off with designating my son as regent. Let's sort out all these. Got all of our commanders set up. Yes, we do. Master of the horse. I'm going to set you up. The king's counselor. Yep. The cupbearer. Let's set my emissary up. Actually, no. My marshal up as my cupbearer. My master of the hunt. Let's set my son up as master of the hunt. Master of the horse. Let's set you up as that. Court jester. No, we're not going to get a court jester. So we're going to keep that all as is for the minute. Right, and we could imprison him, but we're not going to. My son is unlanded, but that's not too much of a worry. I am now married as well. Very unlikely that I will have another child, but that's okay. I will spend some time with my wife. Yep. And, oh, never mind. I said it was very unlikely, but apparently not that unlikely. Ill tidings. So, you hear that Easterlings are preparing some kind of war. Must prepare for it. Yes, we certainly shall. You, can we... I could swear fealty. Could we give that? Second artifact. What's that? Dwarvish sword. Great bowman. Never misses a shot. Apparently, we have... So, select an artifact. Gratitude will vary depending on the quality. So, what is that? Dwarvish blacksmith created the sword in the heart of the mountain in order to kill any enemy. I mean, it's a nice sword, certainly. But let's not do that. Let's... You. Yes. Let's give you an artifact of the Dwarvish sword. Yes. From Treasury. Right, what is this? Most excellent King Brand. My courtier. Yes, let's accept that. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Idle ones. I mean, it's still my steward, which is who is idle. Increased population. What is this looking like? Provincial unrest thingy. Substantially populated. What does substantially populated do? Disease resistance is lower, but tax and levy size is higher. 6, and then what's that? Thinly populated. So you are going to increase the population with Bod for the time being, until we can get up to. Never mind. Everything is just fine. We can now declare war on you, claim Forstead, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So we are going to raise up our levies. Not all of them. 2,600 of them. Well, 2007, 2008, and we've had a daughter. Brilliant. So we've got 2,800, and so I am going to ride out to Forstead to claim it, and so we shall do just that. Nice and easily, nothing too difficult to worry about here. There we go, 100% off piece, enforced demand. So this is a new sort of feature that they've added in this mod. Well, not a new feature they've added in the mod. If anybody's played the mod anytime recently, you will know that this is a pretty common thing, that you can do it quite often, really. We can't declare war on them just yet because we don't have enough influence. That's perfectly fine. Right to levies have been raised too long. That's all perfectly fine. Race, don't know. That's instead of, I'm guessing, instead of thingy. Societies, they don't seem to really have societies in this one as much. It doesn't really make sense for there to be societies, to be perfectly honest, in the actual inside of Middle-earth. Really, doesn't really fit. So, anyway, so, as I was saying about colonization. So, I can go to these, and I can change him to colonize this province, and I can set that up to try and colonize it, because currently it has basically nothing in it. It is technically our land, but you don't really get any benefit from it. You can also, in intrigue, I believe, you could eventually one day found a new empire, which is definitely something that I would want to do. And so, show employment, show Middle-earth decisions. You open up these, and you could colonize Forstead. And it'll do a thing to actually do it. So, colonize Arctic wilderness with Broadway. Play the hardy Frodway to settle in this province, and this here, and you can set up some things to, actually get, increased populations, and obviously this guy's trying to increase the populations anyway. So you can set them up to colonize with elves, but elves I couldn't do because obviously I don't have the trait of elf. And there is, if you're one of the Dunedain, you can set them off to colonize them with Dunedain or with one of the lower human, well, not the lower, like the middle men and things like that. You could colonize with actual hobbits. I don't know why I would want to, but you can. You can improve your singing. There's ways to improve medicine as well, but let's hide all of those options. These, I really like how this is done. This is set up because, you can just pop all of these up to literally find what you want. So there you go. If you want to, hide family decisions in there, I believe, if you do have ones where it's, you know, there's disease ravaging, you can sort of use that and things to find those, I should imagine. So the Council of Elrond has secretly taken place. That's great. And the actual our guys have managed to here. Okay, those are wastelands, so we are now as far as we can go. There is still land that can be colonized. We can colonize up in here, then colonize over to here and here, and basically pull all of our guys round here, which, yeah, there's, you know, we can claim there as well, and that will give us all of the Kingdom of Dale. And then there is an Empire of Ravonian, which is something that we probably will need to look at doing, and we'll need to look at claiming this guy's lands, really. So what has he got? I mean, he's got 3,000. We certainly could look at doing that. We can't declare war on him because we don't have a valid reason to do it, however, unfortunately. We want to colonize these lands first before trying to move south to eventually take down all of these lands. And look, my wife is pregnant. That is brilliant. Now, what would be ideal to do is would have actually been probably have set up, you know, my son, set up my son and move him to marry somebody down here, and then, you know, claim them that way would probably have been a better way to do it, but it's fine for that. So, surely deserve some recognition and make him happy. I would be happy to grant you, but so I explain the reason why I can't actually do it, which is a good thing. And let's see. I've had 2 daughters. Wow. Well, you're not really very much use to me then, are you? But you know what? We've got Bard. Bard should be okay. Bard, the son of Brand, the son of Bane, the son of Bard. There we go. And then before him is all of these people. And then they go back to this guy, the King of Dale, which eventually goes really back, really far, actually. These go really, really far back. I'm impressed with that. When did he die? He died 10... So he died, I mean, over 1,000 years ago. So there's 1,000 years of history which is all set up. That's really nice. I do quite like that. I mean, there is obviously the elves, you know, who have helped, and I'm in his debt. I'm fine with that. And invest. Let's improve my castle structure. Let's improve my legalism. I don't know what will be. Well, increases. That one there unlocks heavily tax focused noble obligations to bring in far more money from them. And oh, look, my wife is pregnant once again. Let's see if I can maybe get some this time. We're earning a lot of money there as well. You can see our wealth is going up quite quickly there. And what this, we will add some heavy infantry. I think would be a good one. And what are you doing? So you are currently in there attempting to colonize. Great House has risen to the forefront of the Lakemen. That's all fine there. We don't have enough yet to do, where is it, Middle-earth decisions. Colonize that. What do we need? We need influence of at least 500. So it's quite, you know, an expensive one. And that is another daughter. So let's actually hide the Middle-earth decisions for the minute. And what could we do with this? Need an influence of at least 8,000. Wow, that is a lot. Hold 3 kingdom titles or have a realm size of 180 and a personal wealth of 1,000. But upon doing that, we could make the Empire of Dale. And I think that's certainly what we should try to do. Sending out the dwarves are our close allies, and the fates of our realms are entwined. Shall we call for their aid? 70% against Proud. What's Proud do? Monthly influence and Brave. So, I mean, yes, let's do that. The men of Rumach on you. And who is this guy? Oh, that was not a good idea. That was really not a good idea. Apparently they've got an awful lot of men. But my wife is pregnant again. And Bard has had another son who's going to be Brand. Brand Bard's son. Let's see how well that goes. As reigning king, I really have spare time for that, but I'm going to try and make time. And we're nearly at the point as well where we're getting a lot of prestige. Wow. Okay then. Let's, you know, try and add in some extra guys here. See how well this is going to go. And Bane, I've had a son as well. And it looks like we're actually going to win. Yes. Is there any good way? As long as money is entering the treasury. No. It's hindered to hire ruffians. Yes, don't hire ruffians. Certainly don't. So, merge all of them together. How are we looking in terms of money? Let's move back to here. And let's free this one. So we have managed to gain... I'm not quite sure where these 13,000 men have come from, but still. Let's go north. Let's free this. And let's move south to try and cut off these guys. So this would seem to be, I'm guessing, like orcs or something that are just, you know, running all over the place. And we are managing to beat these orcs back. So let's enforce demands. So what would we do? We would gain 204 gold. It loses claims on basically all of Gale. And we would gain 200 influence. So yes, without a doubt, let's do that. Emissary, who can we add in as emissary? This guy here is demanding a seat on the council. His intrigue is actually quite high. And what is your diplomacy like? Your diplomacy is 6. Right, what else are you good at? Your stewardship is 12. So you've actually got better stewardship than this guy. This guy is kind of terrible at pretty much everything. And you are 7 and you are 10. So actually we are going to... Where is it? Revoke. How do we change? Change council position. Do it. Change him to our emissary. So you are a far better emissary than anything. And where is it? This guy here, who is 2, is 13 for Spymaster. So you, what do you like? You're 8. So you know what? That should be fine. And let's request, let's change council position. He shall be my marshal. And then this guy shall be that. Right. Scheme plot discovery chance. Let's do that just to protect us. Keep you there. You are going to continue to train our troops. You're actually going to be better at training our troops, which is great. And you are going to go down here to try and fabricate claims in this land here. So we're going to try and push these further back. That's the plan at least. What are you? You actually... You are a guardian of Middle-earth, so you're actually a good guy. You are what? Not a guardian of Middle-earth. You're not particularly anything along those lines. Right. Oh, and you are 6 years old, so you are going to be learning etiquette. I think etiquette would be a good one for her to actually learn. And then let's do intrigue and where are they? Middle-earth decisions. Colonize Forsted. Yes. My people need to settle. What we get is quite a big minus, but there we go. And then hide the Middle-earth decisions. And let's continue. Let's just slow this down a little bit. Heir of Sealdor, you have taken over the Kingdom of Gondor. Brilliant. So Aragorn now sits on the throne. So he sits on the throne of Gondor, which is great. And he is married to Arwen. But Barad-dûr still has the Great Eye. Ringbearer. Used for individuals who at some point carried or wore the ring. He carries one of the dwarf rings. He has the Ring of Durin. He's in spirit form. And he is a Maiar. Do not mess with him, in short. How is... Let's have a look at the Shire. What are we looking for? Hobbiton? Mr. Frodo has the One Ring. So he does still have one ring. He is trying to destroy it. Away with the Fellowship. He's braving many dangers. Not quite sure what's going on with him. I've never actually played as him or as any of the Fellowship to try and see what is going on with them. My vassals armies have been raised too long. Let's pop those down. There we go. So they should be a little bit more happy. In theory. We can assign a commander. Let's assign a new commander because he is a little bit better, which is always a good thing. So I'm going to leave it there for today with this one. We've started off as Dale. We've expanded our lands a little bit. We've managed to fend off the enemy. And I think that is not a terrible place to leave it in. If you do want to see, though, how this turns out, do be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. As always, I've been Etharal here for eGen, and I shall see you next time.